Hey guys, we're here in the shop and we're going to build a pipe clamp storage rack. Similar to the one behind me, except it's going to go on the other side of the shop. I've been stockpiling pipe for a few months now. I've got all the clamps and I've been dying to make another rack. Hey look, you never have enough clamps. Trust me, I always run out of clamps. I need another pipe clamp rack. I'm going to make mine about 41 inches long. It's going to hold 18 pipe clamps. You can make yours to hold 5 or 50. It doesn't matter. It's as big as you want or as little as you want. I did everything out of AC plywood. I had some extra material left over from a project. I basically laminated 2 pieces of AC plywood together to make my top rack, which is 1.5 inches thick. And then I just laid out the rack. And how I did it is I used a combination square, which is 1 inch wide. And I started with a spacing, and then I laid out a 1-inch slot, pipe slot. I found out that the 1 inch was too tight for a 3/4 pipe. So I ended up going with a little bit wider on my cuts on either side of the pencil line. I came up with like 1 1/8 inches to 1 1/4 inch slot, wide slot, 2 3/4 deep. So I did an inch spacing slot, all the way down to the end of the rack, ending with an inch space, and then I cut to length. Ended up with 41 inches long. The 2 3/4 inch deep slot I found was plenty to hold the pipe clamp securely and safely in the rack. I used a Forstner bit to make the circle part of the back portion of the slot, and I basically drilled holes all the way down using my combination square in the center point of the Forstner bit to lay it out, and I drilled all those holes and I cut the slots out with a miter saw. You could use a handsaw, a jigsaw, or a bandsaw for that matter. Doesn't matter. You got to cut those out. Cut myself to length. I made myself a 6-inch deep backer board, screwed down into that, and then I finished with end caps. And the end caps hold that L shape all together, just like brackets, porch brackets or something. And I put a 45-degree angle on it. 1, because it looked nicer, and 2, I was thinking when you put those 2 end clamps in, you wouldn't scrape your knuckles as easy if it were square. That's it. It's that simple. It keeps my shop clean, neat. It keeps my pipes in one place where I can find them and orderly. And like I said, you can never have enough clamps. So having pipe clamp racks with lots of pipe clamps is helpful with all the projects that I do. I'm Rob Robillard. We'll see you in the next workshop tip. Take care.